Hello and welcome to the Real Estate Regroup Show. I am your host, LJ Walker, a real estate investor helping you realize your dreams of owning a home or investing in one. Listen, guys, you have to do your own math. There's a lot of people out here that are faking the funk, okay? When you see an ad or a person comes up to you and says, you should invest in this because you get 15% interest. Don't go immediately and take your money out of wherever you have and put it into whatever investment vehicle they tell you to do. Here's why. Number one, that 15% or that interest rate that they are telling you, you need to find out, is that a fixed interest rate or is that an interest rate that fluctuates? Because something can be 15% today, like a REIT, a real estate investment trust, and then go down to 5% the very next day. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, is that 15% before fees or after fees? I have seen where before the fee is 15%, but then they'll have a management fee that's maybe 5%, an advertising fee, which is another 5%, an administrative fee that's 3%. So guys, when you're looking at any kind of deal, whether it's in the stock market, whether it's a crowd fund, mortgage note, anything, make sure that you understand all the terms and all the conditions that affect the interest rate that you are supposedly going to make on your money. The other thing too that you have to realize is this: how long does your money, and this would be number three, how long does your money need to be in that particular account? Because some accounts charge what's known as a penalty fee, meaning if you take it out before 3 years, or if you take it out before 5 years, then there's another fee that they charge you for, quote unquote, taking it out too early. So you have to also say to yourself, can I afford to leave my money in there for this amount of time? That's why you have to not only ask the questions, but you have to work out the numbers and look to see if you are indeed going to be making whatever interest they say. And a lot of times with a lot of these investments, they really can't promise you interest. They can't promise you that you're going to make money every single day. As a matter of fact, they can't even promise you that you'll make money, period. Know that in every investment, there is a risk. You can also lose money as well. There are a lot of different factors that you need in order to analyze your deal, and you must know the market, So don't let people say these things to you. A lot of times if they're promising you and they're telling you, oh, you're going to make this amount, as though you're going to make this amount every day or every time, a lot of times that person is a con. Other times it's really not so much a con, but it's unethical. I know some of you will argue with me and say, no, all of it is a con if they can't promise you. But honestly, nobody really can promise you whether you can make money, whether you are going to make money on an investment. You can make money on an investment, but there's no guarantee that you will make money on an investment. But the more research you do with an investment, then it's more than likely that, yeah, you'll make money. Let me give you a perfect example of what's going on right now. If you look at the Ukraine is a beautiful country. The Ukraine, I don't know enough about their real estate market, but just by observing various videos and pictures, speaking to people who I know who have actually been to that country was doing pretty well. You know, I'm pretty sure that if I did my research, I'm pretty sure that I would, if I had bought property there, I would be making money. But now, with the rumors of war and Russia declaring war on the Ukraine, my property value might go down. Honestly, if I was living over there or if I had property over there, it might not be doing as well because of the war. Because I'm seeing people leaving and all this other kind of stuff. You know, it might be too early for me to say something like that. I'm pretty sure not all of their real estate is affected negatively, but I'm pretty sure that it is affected. The war has affected it in some parts in a negative way. You understand? So that's why nobody can guarantee returns, because you never know what's going to happen. Things can change overnight. You know, another good example would be the virus. Some markets that nobody was looking at all turned around overnight. You know, some markets like New York was hit hard in the beginning, and people moved out of New York. After they moved out of New York and they saw, wow, these other places don't have certain amenities or certain basic things that New York has, a lot of those people, after 6 months, started to come back and move back into New York. You understand? And New York was a place like before the pandemic where people was making money left and right in real estate. Then when it hit, people was losing money left and right. And there are people, believe it or not, even though the real estate market is coming back around and is picking back up and is gaining speed here, there are still people suffering in New York when it comes to real estate investing, because our moratorium was supposed to end January 15th, and now our governor is saying that she wants to bring it back indefinitely. So you see, guys, this is why these external factors, they affect an investment. And this is why you have to do your own math. Even when you're doing math, as a matter of fact, you have to look at the present, and you kind of have to anticipate the future. Not only, okay, if everything goes good or if things improve, then I can probably make a certain amount, because that can happen as well. But you also have to a certain degree, count on if things go bad? And when things go bad, how will that affect the amount of money that's coming in? You have to look at it both sides. You have to look at it in totality. And what I don't like with a lot of these gurus is they're like, oh, just give it up. No. You need to also look at the exit strategies. If things go bad and you need to use an exit strategy, you need to know that there's more than one exit strategy, and you need to know how much is it going to cost you to implement those exit strategies, and how much money will be generated by each of those exit strategies. All right, guys? So again, don't go selling everything just because you see a high number, or just because you saw somebody tell somebody off, if you will. A lot of times those people who like to put down other real estate investors' strategies, a lot of times they have an agenda, and that agenda is really just to get your money and to get your interest into their product. They really don't care about you. They really don't care about whether or not your money makes money. They just want your money in their pocket. So again, before you sell everything you have and jump into an investment that someone told you about, do the math. All right, my friends, that's all I have for you tonight. Hopefully what I shared will help you make smart financial moves. Feel free to pass this along to your friends. Remember, each one reach one, teach one. Bye for now. Until next time, have a good night.